I am learning recovery is full of ups and downs. Let's just put it that way. I've been having issues with it all night, so I called my on-call nurse and they told me to go to the ER. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Today is February 15th, which means it is exactly 1 month since I had my J-tube surgery. So I want to give you all an update. For me personally, surgery recovery has been easier and harder than I expected it to be, and I know that's confusing, so let me explain it. These are all of the more difficult parts. One is the pain after surgery was worse than I expected it to be. And I also feel as if the pain is kind of like dragging on. I find myself asking Judd, oh my goodness, babe, when is the pain going to stop? When will my body accept these tubes that I so desperately need? And I'm getting these spasms still around my J-tube. Not all the time, but when they happen, they take the breath from me. And when they happen, I also cannot run my feeds as quickly as I need to. So I have to lower the rate or even take a break altogether. But this is how recovery has been easier than I expected. I am already at my goal rate for day feeds. I'm already back on day feeds. I didn't expect it to happen that quickly. I am also off my narcotics. Yes, I still have pain, but I haven't needed my narcotics in a while. But maybe I shouldn't say off narcotics, because closer to my surgery date, I thought I was off narcotics, and then I ended up needing them again. I am learning recovery is full of ups and downs. Let's just put it that way. I'm also honestly doing better than I expected. My Ehlers-Danlos syndrome makes healing very tricky because of my lack of collagen, my faulty collagen, which is important for the healing process. I have had some complications, the biggest one being the tearing of my stoma. Basically, the weight and pressure from the tube was causing my stoma to like stretch and tear a certain way, but we are trying to fix that by now taping the tube like this way and this way and this way to distribute the pressure. And unfortunately, my stoma has not corrected itself yet, and there's still pain associated with that, but we're giving it more time. Other than my stoma stretching, which you can't see because of the gauze, and even though there is still pain, overall things look pretty good. Like my incision is healing well. There's still steri strips, which my surgeon said they will fall off on their own. I will say that my J stoma leaks more than my G stoma. My surgeon said that is normal, but yeah, overall things look pretty good. Overall, I am confident in my decision to go through with the surgery. It took a lot of thought and a lot of convincing from my medical team, because I was quite unsure in the beginning, and honestly some parts of my recovery were so difficult that I had second guessed myself, like, why did I put myself through this? But now that I'm further along in my recovery and I'm managing better, I can see that this was the right choice for me. You know, no more kinking, no more gaps in my nutrition intake, and tube changes are going to be so much easier. And I just quickly want to say, everyone's treatment plan is different. You know, this is what works for me, but it may not be what works for others. And I also want to say I'm very thankful for a medical team that keeps my best interest in mind. Anyways, my recovery is going better than expected, and I am so thankful for that. But I'm not finished with the healing process just yet. My body is still becoming accustomed to these changes, and that's okay. You know, it takes time. But even with all of the ups and downs of recovery, I still feel that I'm headed in the right direction, and that is what I choose to focus on. Hippo. Well, I was watching Grey's Anatomy and this popped up. It says we can't play this title because it exceeds the maximum maturity rating set in your parental controls. I didn't know we had parental controls set. Is it for you? Okay, well, I got 2 assignments done for my online class today. While I didn't quite finish the second one, I started feeling brain dead, which is why I took a break and watched a little bit of Grey's, but then that message came up, so I came to the kitchen to make some brownies. I am gonna be taking these to Hanger Clinic with me tomorrow. I just wanna say like an extra thank you because they have been so amazing. And I am also making slow cooker chicken parm. Oh, that's smoky. That is one of Janice's favorite meals of mine. I'm making this because Paul and Janice are coming over today and then they're leaving Saturday. Janice has a doctor's appointment on this side of Florida today. The doctor isn't like right next to me, but it's close enough where they can come in and see us, so that's exciting. That's funny, I told y'all they were coming. Harlow, please. Just gonna let yourself in?
Yeah, pretty much. So family does.
Hi, Jack.
Double vlogging.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, let him in.
Inside. Inside.
Harlow, okay. Oh, goodness.
And they're off.
Reunited. You were like just here though.
Yes, I was. You know you love it.
I do. We're going to her doctor's appointment. I am tagging along for moral support.
I need it.
We're gonna take the Explorer.
I'm excited. I'm gonna mess it up.
We're all gonna fit. Hey Paul, did you do the third row? Does it look like we're all gonna fit comfortably?
Say no.
Eh? We'll see. I'm excited. Well, we are off. Paul is driving. Janice and I decided to sit in the back together. These are weird seatbelts back here though.
Super weird.
So the buckle is really heavy and these are like, they're inflatable seatbelts. So you supposedly don't break your ribs if you get in a crash. But we're making it work. And the dogs have their own row. And then my walker fits in the back. So far so good. How do you like it up there, Paul?
I like it. Nice stretch.
He likes it. Well, it's a tiny room, but we made it work, and Orion's on the other side. I don't feel well, but I'm very happy Janice had a good appointment. You can check out her vlog if you want details. Harlow's being snuggly. Well, y'all, some not so great news. My port is being finicky.
You're blocking my face.
It's getting blood return now. I feel like I'm going crazy.
You are.
Literally 2 minutes ago, it was not giving me blood return. I've been having issues with it all night, so I called my on-call nurse and they told me to go to the ER to hopefully get a dye study. We think there's a fibrin sheath, which is this little thing that can form on the end of my line inside me. And it acts like a one-way door where it allows me to flush, but when I draw for blood return, it blocks it. But I just got blood return and then I wasn't getting blood return.
It's better safe than sorry. Just
yeah, that's
for her to
exactly
get checked out.
That's exactly what my nurse told me. I'm just so bummed, but I really need my port to be working in optimal conditions. So
Yeah.
Janice is gonna stay here with the dogs and Paul's gonna take me because he's awesome. Judd would take me, but he's working. So
And my health is not doing the best, and I need to take it really easy right now. So.
yeah, no, she needs to stay home. I do not want to go to the hospital.
She wants to spend time with me, but I understand her, and her health needs to be tip-top shape. We love our sleepovers, but it's perfectly fine. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry. They're gonna fix you up.
I am so annoyed about this. I have had my port for over a year, no issues ever. I did all of the tricks like arm out and coughing and all that, and I changed the needle, and I'm still having issues.
She even did a handstand trying to get this port to go.
Sorry, Paul.
It's his birthday, and she's making him go to the hospital.
We're celebrating it tomorrow.
Yes.
No, we're celebrating it tonight by going to the hospital.
All right, let's go. All right, y'all, we're just leaving the hospital now. Thank you so much, Paul.
Yeah, that's what family does.
So I didn't get a study done or anything like that. It stopped working in the ER again. It wouldn't give blood return. And the doctor said it's either a fibrin sheath or the line could be up against the wall of the up against the vascular wall. So he said I do need a dye study, but they didn't do. They just don't do it at the ER, is what he said?
They don't do it in the emergency department. It's like outpatient or inpatient.
Okay, so he said though it's not
Concerning.
not totally concerning because it is flushing well, which made me feel better, and I will contact my doctor tomorrow and we will go from there. I was just worried because y'all know how much I rely on this port. Like if I go into anaphylaxis and it just isn't working at all, I just wanted to be sure everything was fine. I wanted to make sure we didn't have to worry about like a possible blood clot, because as long as I've had my port, I've never had an issue with it, and part of me felt really silly for going in, but Paul said, you know, better safe than sorry. And now we have peace of mind, and we weren't there all that long. It's honestly not that late, so
Yep.
all will be well. Still a bit worried about it being weird like that, but we'll get the study done. I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow and we will figure it out. Well, y'all, made it into bed. I am just so worn out. You know, I tried all the tricks tonight in order to get proper blood return from my port, like put my arm up, turn my head, cough, lay down, some other things. I even changed the needle to see if that would work, but it was still being finicky, and honestly, I feel like if I have to do all those tricks, then something isn't right, because my port always gives adequate blood return. And you know, tomorrow I will call my doctor and see where we go from here, but I am glad I listened to the on-call nurse and went to the ER just to get peace of mind. And the ER doctor told me that since my port is flushing well, he's comfortable with me continuing to use it for now. We don't know why. Sometimes it'll give blood return and sometimes it won't. Like we said, it could be a fibrin sheath, or the end of the line inside me is just up against the vascular wall. And even though I'm taking care of my port exactly how I'm supposed to, these things can just happen. So like I said, talk to my doctor, see where we go from here. And I gotta say, I am so thankful for amazing, supportive friends, and I am exhausted. So with that, I will say good night, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.